It is the Ohio State Buckeyes who are at the top of the college football world and are the reigning 2025 expanded college football champion. Ohio State not only had the toughest string of bowl games to get to the college football playoffs, having to overcome the high-powered offense of Tennessee, overcoming the #1 team in the entire playoffs in the Oregon Ducks, and then decisively getting a win over the Texas Longhorns, and then with a very convincing win, took the national championship game away from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Ohio State showed that they were truly and by far and away the best team in college football this past season, and they're looking to go for another run. Ohio State currently has the third best recruiting class in all of college football, and on top of that, they've landed 7 top 100 recruits, including 2 5-star recruits who are also 2 of the top 5 players in the class of 2025. So today I thought I would introduce all my Buckeye faithful to the next generation of dominant players that are coming to the great state of Ohio to become a Buckeye, and we're gonna take a look at Ohio State's top 5 recruits in the class of 2025. If you're enjoying the video so far, leave this video a like and comment your thoughts down below on how excited you are to not only be the national champions of college football, but to also see what Jeremiah Smith's gonna be doing. You already have a young quarterback in Tavien St who's looking to take over the marks, and you're bringing in this ridiculous freshman class. Just let me know down below. Let's get into this video. 3, 2, 1. To start things off, the Buckeyes are going to be bolstering up the defensive side of the ball, bringing in the second best linebacker in the class of 2025, coming out of McKinney High School, 4-star linebacker Riley Pettijohn. This kid is 6'1.5", 215 pounds, and this dude, he is a true enforcer. I mean, just he's the perfect speedy linebacker build. You're going to be able to use him inside, outside, being able to hawk guys down, no problem. I'm excited to see what he's going to be looking like for the Buckeyes. I think he's going to need about a year or two to fully develop, but once he does, I want to see him get up to about 220, 222, and really be just a force in the backfield. I mean, this kid is huge. If you told me that he was 220 right now, 225 right now, I would totally believe you. He takes really good pursuit angles. That's something I really enjoy about linebackers is, hey, I get that you got to go and make a play, but you got to also be smart while making plays. Sit him down. There you go. He should be a really interesting player to see how Ohio State uses him on the defensive side of the ball, just because, hey, you're going to be, he brings so much flexibility, being able to be super rangy box to box, but then also being able to, you know, be back in pass protection and guard some of these. I mean, the Big Ten is known for having some of the best tight ends in the conference, so it's going to be interesting to see how we can cover bigger body tight ends. What do you get off that block? This is a phenomenal play right here. Look at him, engages in the block, sheds it, and then blows up the play right there. Phenomenal. Next up, the Buckeyes are staying on that defensive side of the ball, and one thing that you will know is a signature. Oh, what a way to bait that! Let's go. This is beautiful right here. Absolutely played that perfectly. That was amazing. This is Faheem Delane. He is the 3rd best safety in the class of 2025. And I was gonna say the #1 key signature is that Ohio State loves their tall and athletic corners. He is 6'2.5" and 195 pounds. This kid can absolutely dominate. You see him out here flying around. He's almost the same size as Riley Pettijohn, your 4-star linebacker, but he's playing safety. Like, this kid is super big, super rangy, and I mean, you can see the ball skills are right there. I mean, he truly does know how to bait quarterbacks into making mistakes. That first play was just absolutely amazing. Knowing that if his guy goes anywhere outside, all he's got to do is just take over that other receiver that's going to be crossing over into his zone, and then just takes off. Look at the speed. Look at, this kid's got some wheels. Okay, he's striding out here. One of the best players in the state of Maryland. This guy, get him off you. Yeah, I really do think that he's going to be one of the most interesting players that you guys are going to be bringing in, simply because, I mean, anytime that you get a 6'2.5" and 195-pound safety that can do everything that he can, it just opens up so much that he can do. You could throw him as a true deep safety. You could bring him down into the box as a run supporter, as you see right here. I mean, he's truly going to be a very versatile player for the Buckeyes. Way to break that up. I like that in high school he's playing really close to the line, because I love to see the physicality from DBs during high school. If they're physical in high school, you know that they're going to be more than physical at the next level, because you know that the range game, like being able to play out in space, he's going to be more than fine. Now we're going to be switching over to the offensive side of the ball, and the Buckeyes are going to be bolstering that offensive line, bringing in one of the biggest offensive tackle prospects in the class of 2025 in Carter Lowe. He is 6'5", 325 pounds. He is the 7th best offensive tackle in the class and the 2nd best player in the state of Ohio. So he's staying in state. He's coming out of Whitmer High School. Hey, this guy, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Go pick him up second level and just get him out the way. Yeah, you already know Ohio State. I love this base right here. Look at how good of a job that he does, making sure he needs to work a little bit on keeping the base. His feet get a little close from time to time. Like right here, that will get you beat at the next level. But he does a good job of recovering, keeping a square base, but really locking those arms out, making sure that defensive end can't ever get inside leverage on him. Yeah, if he could really work on keeping his base, I mean, just his frame is gonna be so hard to overcome. Like that's a good rep right there. Kept his base really good. He got pushed back a little bit, but he never gave up that edge. Good footwork, phenomenal footwork. Hey, this is a very high level play for an offensive tackle. A lot of times offensive tackles, especially when they're in the high school ranks, they don't like to let an edge rusher beat them deep, just because they get all scared, and then that opens up a path for the DN to cut back inside. He does a good job of just, hey, if you want to keep going deep, I will just push you out of there. This quarterback should have been stepping up into this pocket regardless, but hey, that's a great job of really giving your quarterback an option to step back up into the pocket. He's about to destroy 20, and Bob, sit him down. Well, you remember when I said that Ohio State, like one of their key signatures is that they always bring in super big and athletic corners and just DBs in general? Well, why not just land the #1 cornerback in the country and the #1 player coming out of the state of Texas? This is Devin Sanchez. This kid is an absolute unit. He is 6'2" and 180 pounds. He is the 5th best player in the class of 2025. Give me that. Let's go. This kid, he is going to be a problem. Hey, I love the fact that Ohio State gets these super lanky DBs, because I don't know if y'all know, I used to play wide receiver, and I'm pretty big myself. I'm about 6'2", 6'3", about 210, 215 pounds. At least I was when I was playing. And I hated going up against bigger corners, because you can't just out muscle them. You can't just physical them. You really got to have your technical, and look at the speed, super quick. But you really got to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to the technique. A guy like Devin Sanchez, he's just going to be a suffocating corner to have to go up against. I mean, you just simply are not going to be able to get away from him. There's a reason why he's the #1 DB in the class. I mean, this kid, he causes turnovers. He puts himself in great positions to be able to make a play. And then that size and physicality really is going to make him a problem for all of those Big Ten wide receivers. And obviously, as Ohio State continues to dominate in the playoffs against these other schools that have bigger body wide receivers. And last but certainly not least, we have the crown jewel of the Buckeyes 2025 recruiting class. This is a player that all my Buckeye fans should already know about. This is Tavien St. Clair, the #1 player in the state of Ohio and the 3rd best player in the class of 2025. This kid is a absolute unit. 6'4", 225 pounds. This kid is a physical specimen, and he can go out there and absolutely throw the football. It's going to be interesting because you guys are going to be going from a much smaller quarterback in Julian Sand, who's a very different play style. He's more of an athletic, pick you apart. Think of like a Bryce Young, but with a little bit less athleticism. You're going to be going from that to then you're going to be going to Tavien St. Clair, who's pretty much, think of almost like a Cam Newton type of player, where it's like he can literally do it all. Not as big in his physical, but I mean still 6'4", 225 pounds. Like he's not a small quarterback by any means. Super strong arm. He's really risen up throughout the ranks throughout his time in high school, and it shows. I mean, just the polish to his game and just his ability to be able to let the ball fly. It's really shown, and I'm excited to see, especially because Ohio State already has a quarterback lined up in Julian Sand. I'm excited to see what he looks like given a year or two to actually develop. But you can see, I mean, these throws are just absolutely amazing. Way to step back up into the pocket. He can roll out, make something happen, and then just delivers a laser to the back of the end zone. Look at this throw. Throwing away from his throwing arm, leaves it high and away where only his receiver can get it. That's a beautiful throw right there. I know it's thrown into a lot of red jerseys, but my gosh, if you can make the throw, then make it. Get gone, get gone. Yeah, and once he gets a full head of steam, you're not going to want to get in front of him. So those are the Ohio State Buckeyes top 5 recruits in the class of 2025. I want to hear from y'all. Comment your thoughts down below on who are you guys most excited to see out of these top 5 recruits. For me, it's pretty easy. It's Faheem Delane. That kid is a absolute unit. The versatility that he's going to bring in the secondary, being able to slide him down into the box. Overall, he is going to be a very special player for the Buckeyes. Think of just how dominant that Caleb Downs has been for you guys coming over from Alabama. Think of a bigger Caleb Downs. That's Faheem Delane. I mean, you can bring him down into the box. He can cover every single inch of the football field. I really do think he's going to be a special player. And then obviously right behind that's going to be Tavien St. Clair. I mean, that kid is just... he's going to be something special for the Buckeyes. But I want to hear from y'all. Comment your thoughts down below. Leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be dropping a lot more videos on this channel. I'm excited to be, bringing some new videos to y'all. I appreciate everybody that's, been waiting for me to drop some videos. I really do appreciate you guys always supporting me throughout the years. And with that being said, I love and appreciate all y'all. If nobody has told you this today, you are absolutely amazing. I hope that God blesses the rest of your day. And know that if you're ever going through anything in life, if you feel like if you're experiencing something and you have nowhere to turn to, if you have nobody that you could talk to, know that you can always go to Jesus Christ. He welcomes all of us with open arms, with no condemnation. Know that all he wants to do is just have a true relationship with all of us. Always remember that. Love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.